Hey, Ruthie, about last night. Is there anything that you want to say to me? Uh-huh. I don't know what you're talking about, but it's too early to deal with you. I get that you wanted to bring friends over to our newly built house, but you could have been a bit more considerate about the time. I mean, we could hear you all night. We share this house between our families, so it'd be greatly appreciated if you could wrap up parties a bit earlier than yesterday. So what you're trying to say is that I'm not allowed to bring any of the girls over ever again because we started living in the same house? What? Everyone gets a bunch of compliments as soon as they see the house, and it helps me appreciate it more. Besides, I still have days I want to have fun with my friends. Tony is out for work trips when the house is open, so I just thought it would be a great opportunity to fulfill my needs. Yes, I understand that, and I think it's great that you're still seeing your friends even after marriage. I was just hoping that you would be a little bit more considerate towards me since I live with you. The music was blasting until sunrise last night, and I barely got any sleep. So what? Why can't you just buy some earplugs if it bothers you so much? What? Look, I haven't got permission from your son, and he owns this house anyways, so you have no right to be telling me that I can't bring my friends over and my husband agrees. I texted Tony to ask him what was going on last night. He told me that he didn't expect the party to go on throughout the night. His understanding was that you and your girls would gather and would finish partying by dinner time. He even apologized if there was any trouble, so I don't think he agrees with you. Well, that's on the two of you for misunderstanding what I said. There's nothing wrong with what I did. And I don't see any law stating that I can't bring my friends over if I live with my husband's mother, so I'll do as I please. I never said that you couldn't call your friends over because you live with me. I just wanted you to be a little bit more considerate towards me. I think it's crucial that we both stay as considerate as possible towards each other if we're going to live together. I am considerate. I'm considerate towards you every single day. I think you're misunderstanding something. Even if we're in-laws, we're just two people who live together, and that's it. I have to stay on my toes and be considerate towards you all the time, and it's so stressful. So I just used a single day to enjoy myself and rejuvenate. But here you are telling me that I can't even do that. This is basically harassment. What do you mean I'm harassing you? Look, you should be grateful that we even live with you, because this is uncommon nowadays. You never express your gratitude, and now you're bugging me about how I use my own house. Why don't you be a bit more considerate towards me? If you ever harass me again, I'll tell Tony, and he'll not be happy about it.
Hey Mom, how'd it go? Did she give you a proper apology about last night?
Not at all. She actually got really mad at me. That I was harassing her over how she used her own house.
Sorry about that. I'll make sure to tell her that she needs to apologize to you later.
Was Ruthie always like this? I mean, I do have an image of her being a strong-willed woman, but I don't remember her being the type to nag about harassment and all that.
Apparently, Ruthie's mother had to go through a lot that was caused by sharing a house with a relative. And she's been teaching Ruthie some things since we moved in together. Stuff like, assert dominance and don't show weakness. She's starting to believe that it's better to be selfish instead of letting others have their way.
Well, I guess that explains a lot. She's never been so rude to me since I met her.
Sorry, I'll make sure to tell her to think about what she's doing again later. Don't worry, I know that you're not trying to harass her in the slightest sense. Ruthie doesn't understand how indebted we are to you for helping us with our mortgage payment.
Don't bring the payments into this, it's fine. Anyway, were you able to find the friend that ran away? I'm way more worried about that than this.
Oh yeah, we were able to find him, but he had already used up all the money that he stole from the company funds. Apparently, he went on a spending spree with his mistress.
What? I thought that he stole hundreds of thousands of dollars. How did he use so much?
Right? I was really surprised at first too. We built that company together 10 years ago, and went through all the highs and lows together. I really thought he was my best friend. Then I found out he was using company funds for his own expenses. Once we cornered him about it, he just dipped and stole the money that was the literal lifeline of our company. I don't even know how to recover at this point.
Don't worry, Tony. I know you'll come out of this even stronger. I believe in you. And I'll do anything to support you while you need it.
Thank you so much, Mom. Right now, I'm just pouring money out of my own pocket to keep the company alive, and I don't even know how much longer this can last. If you hadn't offered to help with the mortgage payments, I don't know what I would have done.
It's the least I could do. I have some money that your father left behind for me, so just think of it as help from him.
And thank you for keeping all of this out of Ruthie's ears. I really don't know how to thank you for everything.
You don't have to share everything with each other, even if you're married. I'm sure Ruthie would panic if you told her, so it's probably the right decision to keep this a secret for now. That's sort of kindness as well. Now, since you have the time and money that'll last you a while, go focus on your work.
Thanks. We were able to catch the traitor. And right now we're going around banks and asking for loans. I've received news that some are actually showing positive feedback, so I think we might be able to survive this.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Once we get through this, I promise I'll bring the company back. So please help me out for just a little bit more. I'll return this favor 10 times more in the future.
You being happy and healthy is enough, honey. Well then, go work hard. I'll try to make things work for Ruthie on my side, too. Mrs. Anderson, I have a very important announcement to make. An important announcement? What is it? Well, we just found out that I'm pregnant. What? Oh my goodness, that's amazing. Congratulations. Thank you, Mrs. Anderson. Since we're going to be welcoming a new life into our family, there's one thing that I need to ask of you. What could that be? I need you to leave our house right now. The whole pregnancy will be ruined if you're there. What? Why do you want me to leave the house? And what do you mean the pregnancy will be ruined? I'm saying that a miscarriage may be caused by the stress that you're putting me in. The doctor told me that I should avoid as many sources of stress as I can. Life in the same house as you is basically the worst situation that I could put myself in as a pregnant woman, so the best choice for the both of us is for you to leave. What? But we built this house. And I understand your point about living with your mother-in-law as being stressful, but as you know, Tony's very busy with work right now and he has to go on tons of business trips. Isn't it better if a person who's already given birth before is right by your side in case anything happens to you? Oh, you don't have to worry about that. My mother, who has experienced giving birth as well, will be taking your place in our house. And she'll begin living with us. I announced my pregnancy to my mother and father right before telling you. They seemed thrilled to hear that they finally have a grandchild. And I spoke about you being a source of stress towards me, and they encouraged me to kick you out for the baby. They even offered to take your place and live with me. I can't believe this. You're really going to kick me out like this? I've never heard such nonsense. Does Tony even know anything about this decision of yours? I'm sure he wouldn't allow something like this to happen. Of course not. He doesn't even know that I'm pregnant yet. What? Really? He's very busy with work right now. I'm going to surprise him with the news as soon as he comes home. I'm sure he'll be thrilled. I mean, not that you'll be here to watch his reaction. A husband can't just say no to his pregnant wife. He'll understand my circumstances. And if it's better for me, then it's better for everyone. All right, then. So you don't even have the permission of the owner of the house and you're saying all of these things without even letting him know. As they say, relationships work best when the girl is bossy and the man is kind. Anyways, make sure to pack up all of your things and leave as soon as possible, okay? My parents are moving in by the end of today, so I suggest you hurry up. Know that this is the best choice for everyone other than you, including the baby. All right, then. Goodbye. Oh, and don't think about coming back, because we won't be able to help you after retirement. No hard feelings. Sure, but promise to never speak to me again. Then I'll promise not to rely on you, even show my face near you ever again. Really? Yes. Make sure the two of you never rely on me either. I hope your parents are able to afford the $2,000 a month for your mortgage. What? Why would my parents have to pay the mortgage? Tony has all of the payments under control. He owns his own company, for God's sakes. Actually, I'm currently paying all of the monthly mortgage payments right now for him. Tony isn't in the situation to be able to afford to pay an extra $2,000 a month. What? Why not? He is well enough to afford an amount like that. He is a company owner. He has the highest average paying profession in the world. We even have enough money to pay for anything we want in this world. I'm sorry to break it to you, but that's not necessarily the case right now. He's actually struggling quite a bit to keep the company afloat. The co-owner of the company actually stole company funds and ran away with it. By the time they caught him, he'd already spent almost everything. Tony's currently doing everything he can right now to account for that. What? But I guess you're going to have to cut down on every aspect of living that you can now that you don't have monthly support from me. You know, I really only meant well for you two. There's no way. You're lying. There's no way I wouldn't know about all this by now. What's he going to do? Who knows? It was all working out perfectly because I was here to support the two of you while he was recovering the company. But now that I'm getting kicked out, I guess your parents can take my place and support you instead. What? Don't worry, he told me that it's all going to be fine as long as he gets through this. But if he doesn't, who knows what might happen to the two of you? Whatever, it's not my business anymore. Wish you all the best of luck. All the best. Wait, there's no way my parents can afford to pay me $2,000 a month? What do you expect me to do about all this? I'm a stay-at-home wife. And my parents live off retirement money and savings. They can't just spend all that on paying off our mortgage. Are you going to make Tony give up his company then? There's no way he's going to get out of this mess without someone's help. So he's going from a company owner to unemployed? Just like that? Yep. Well then, all the best for you guys. I'm leaving the house now as requested, so I guess I'll see you never then. Bye-bye.
I'm so sorry, Mom. I heard everything from Ruthie. I'm happy about the pregnancy, but I never guessed that she would use that as an excuse to kick you out of the house.
I'm sorry for telling Ruthie about the company when you were keeping it a secret.
You don't have to worry about it. It looks like we were able to get the company back on track for now. I'm sure we'll be fine for the time being.
Really? That's amazing.
Yeah, it turned out that the guy who stole the money actually had most of it. He just hid it away, but we were able to recover it. Over half of it was just hidden in a secret bank account. We were also able to loan out some money from the bank. It's looking pretty good.
Oh my goodness, thank God. So proud of you for getting through this on your own.
No, it's all thanks to you, Mom. You were the only person I could tell about this when there was no one else. I had to look confident in front of my people so that they wouldn't lose confidence. But I was so worried. I can't believe Ruthie even tried kicking you out of our house after everything you've done for me.
Let's calm down, Tony. I'm sure Ruthie was excited about her pregnancy and got ahead of herself, that's all. I was worried during my first pregnancy, too. It might really be better to have her parents there with her. I'm leaving, okay?
If you really are leaving, then at least let me pay for your rent from now on. I'll get you any furniture that you need, too. It's the least I can do after everything you've done for me.
Thank you, honey. I mean, if you insist, then it would really help a lot.
Of course! If you want, I can introduce an apartment to you. My friend does real estate, and he has an opening at a really nice place that has amazing security and a great view.
Are you sure? I mean, that's better than anything I could ever ask for. But what are you going to do from now on? Are you going to continue living with Ruthie and her parents?
Yeah, that's what I'm planning to do. It's a big house that's designed to fit 2 families, and I just can't leave my baby, so...
That's very true.
And also, Ruthie's been lecturing me about how to live with in-laws for a while now, so I've picked up a thing or two. Like, assert dominance while living with your in-laws. So I'm thinking of absolutely dominating that household in response to what they did to you. Anyways, I'll send the address of your new apartment right away.
Mrs. Anderson, would you come back to our house and live with us again? My parents left already, so we have enough room for you. What? Why would your parents leave so soon? They finally have the chance to live in a big home with their daughter and grandchild. Well, they kind of got mad and left. What are they upset about? Tony told my parents the whole story about how you ended up leaving the house, including everything I'd said and done to you. They said that even though I told them that you were harassing me, I was the one who was harassing you. And that you were nice, but I forced you to look bad. They just kept getting angrier and angrier and told me that I was a disappointment and left. I'm glad your parents are sensible people. And Tony has been a completely different person ever since you left. He's gone colder and bitter. He started saying that he wanted something in return for paying for the living expenses of me and my parents. So he was constantly ordering me and my parents to do some housework, and I told him to stop bossing us around. But all he would say in response is that he's only protecting himself by asserting dominance to his in-laws. Oh my. My parents then figured out that he was trying to let them know that I was treating you the way he was treating them. They told me off about how they never raised me to be like this and stormed out of the house. So you two get the whole house to yourselves now. I mean, it's a lot of space for two people, but I'm sure you'll get used to it in no time. That's not the issue here. The issue is that Tony wants me to keep the whole house spotless, all by myself. I can't clean a house like this all by myself. And I had you to do all the cooking, so I have no idea how to put anything together. Please, I'll apologize for everything I've ever said and done to you, so please just come back and live with us. I mean, I do agree that it would be a waste for only the two of you to live in such a nice house. So I'll agree to move back in with you. But don't think we can just go back to being the way that we used to be. What? If I move back in, I'm only going to take care of myself. I won't be helping take care of you or your family, including my grandchild. Why not? Because I'm not your maid. If you agree to that, then I'll move back in with you again. Well then, I'll see you if you ever make up your mind. After that, I received a letter from Ruthie's parents. It wrote how they were sorry for raising their child to do the things she did to me. In addition to that, they included a request for me to correct her behavior as much as I want, since they couldn't do the job while raising her. After my son joined in and begged me to move back in as well, I made the decision to go back. I'm currently spending my days teaching her the righteous ways of a housewife. I heard that Ruthie goes begging to her parents once in a while about how hard I am on her. But they seem to have no mercy on her anymore. My son seemed to have succeeded in bringing his company back to where it used to be. And has been providing me with gifts and trips all over the world. I'm proud to say that I've raised a man of his word.
Get a divorce with Brian immediately. I'm gonna be his wife from now on. What? Grab and sign the divorce papers by the end of the day. After that, start packing your bags and get out of the house. I'll be moving into that wonderful house soon. Sorry, but who are you? Ordering me to get a divorce with my husband out of nowhere without introducing yourself first is a bit confusing on my end. Goodness, you don't know who I am. We were so close in middle school.
Huh? With me?
Yep, I tormented you and you endured it. That was our dynamic, wasn't it? I remember that sandwich you tried your hardest to get first being so good. Wait, Lindsay? Took you a while. You're still clueless as ever, I see. Why would you contact me after all these years? Not to mention the demands to get a divorce. That's because I'm in a relationship with your husband, which is why I will be marrying him. You are a hindrance to my happiness, so get lost already. In a relationship. Wait, so he was cheating on me with you, Lindsay? Oh, so you were aware that he was cheating? maybe you aren't entirely clueless. Anybody could tell that he was cheating from a mile away with all the little marks he has around his collarbone. I would find lipstick or earrings dropped in his car as well. Obviously, the woman he was with was trying to get me to realize he was cheating on me. That would be all me. Be sure to give those back to me later, by the way. I had thoughts about hiring an investigator to find the woman he was cheating on me with. But you came forth instead, so I guess there's no need for that anymore. Didn't expect it to be with someone from my middle school, though. I'm guessing that you were aware that I'm married to him as you were doing all this. Well, duh. It annoyed me to find out that a woman like you was living a lavish life with your CEO husband, so I decided to take him from you. Wait, is the CEO's husband? I'll be replacing you as his wife. He seems utterly infatuated with me already anyway. If you know what's good for you, you'll get a divorce immediately. Okay, wait. Just so that we're on the same page here, let me get some of the facts straight. Are you aware of what you're trying to do, Lindsay? You are going to have to pay me a consultation fee if I do end up getting this divorce. Huh? Just because I endured your bullying back then doesn't mean I won't stand up for myself now and get the money I deserve from this affair. I'm offended that you think I would be so low as to not be prepared for this. I have the money prepared already. You'll receive a grand total of $5,000 from me. You're willing to give me that much? $5,000 is nothing to me, if that's what it takes to get a CEO husband. You'll get all this money I had in my savings, get a divorce, and the money's yours. Okay, but just to let you know, that husband of mine doesn't work. What? Are you sure you want to go through with this? I will happily agree to get a divorce, if you are sure. What are you talking about? Brian does have a job. He's a CEO. Don't be saying such stupid things. I'm telling the truth, though. I already did my research. He's definitely a CEO. This pathetic last attempt to get me to change my mind isn't going to work. I'll hand you the money, so get out of here. Hey, Brian, I hope you realize that I'm aware that you've been cheating on me this entire time, right? With a girl named Lindsay?
What? How did you find out?
She just texted me just now about it. She told me she'll give me the consultation money if I get a divorce with you. She's really set on getting married to you.
Huh? Lindsay said all that.
She seemed pretty serious about it. I was offered $5,000 if I get a divorce with you.
She had that much money saved up just to have me? She's so kind. A woman willing to give up that much money for me has to be my soulmate.
Whoa, what?
Bree, our relationship needs to end here. I'm getting married to Lindsay. I have to respond to this love that she has shown to me.
Wow. You are really head over heels for this girl. Well, if that's what you guys want, then I'll sign the papers. Just make sure you pay what needs to be paid as well. She has her money prepared, so you need to as well.
Of course. I'll head to the city hall and grab the papers right now. We'll talk about the important details tonight. I'll give you whatever money I need. Just don't beg for me to come back, okay?
What kind of sick joke is this? Brian really doesn't have a job? I told you, and if you would have listened, I could have told you that he hasn't had a job for 2 years now. After his former job dismissed him, he hasn't worked. 2 years? I make quite a decent amount, so we talked about it, and he agreed to take care of the house. But I was told he was a CEO. Huh? Oh, I get it now. He's just temporarily jobless. That's why he decided just to become a stay-at-home husband. It's just a temporary thing. Just like those people you see on social media. You know, the ones who joke around about their businesses being bought out and becoming jobless. Ah, yeah, those guys. Those comment sections are filled with the same comments, too. Brian has to be one of those guys as well. He just got so tired of working so much as a CEO. That's why he's relaxing and enjoying life as a stay-at-home husband. Which means that even if he is jobless, there's no problem whatsoever. I panicked and texted you. What? We just got married. Just you wait. I'll be showing off my lavish lifestyle to everyone. Look at this. Starting today, this luxury apartment will be our new home. It looks absolutely amazing, as expected from a former CEO. Just thinking about having this amazing view all to myself is just amazing. Wow, you guys moved to an amazing place like this? Even if he isn't working, as long as you have the money, you can afford to live in luxury towers like this. How do you feel? Jealous? Is Brian really paying the rent for that? Yup, the rent is $2,000 a month. That much? That shouldn't be a problem for him, though. He probably has so much money saved from his clients. It's like a dream to be able to live in a place like this. I really did make the right choice taking him from you. Paying you $5,000 doesn't hurt at all when that's almost 3 months worth of rent here. Thanks for the rich husband. I'll be enjoying my lavish life with his hard-earned money. He doesn't have any money left over to be able to pay for all of that. What? I checked his bank account when we were getting divorced. Most of his money was given over to me for consultation fees and whatnot. So all he has left in his savings is a small amount that he had before he married me. And from what I saw, he only has exactly $2,000 left. What? Only $2,000? That should cover 1 month's worth of rent, right? I guess that $5,000 you sent me would have come in handy. What are you talking about? A former CEO shouldn't be broke. Did you take all his hard-earned money? You took a large amount of money from him, claiming that it's all fees that he had to pay you. I wouldn't be able to take a large amount of money from him legally. You should really hurry up and come to your senses about Brian not being his CEO. I've been curious to know what led you to believe that he is. I've been telling you from the start that he isn't. He definitely is. His friend was saying that he is. Wait, what? His friend? Yeah. I happen to know one of his friends, and when I was drinking with him, he told me that he's a friend of a CEO. So I had him introduce me to Brian. Wait, when you say friend, do you mean someone from his middle school days? Bingo! They were apparently classmates and were on the same sports team. So, this might come as a shock to you, but when he calls Brian CEO, he's referring to him by the nickname he was given by them. What? He isn't in charge of a company at all. He was just called CEO by all his friends back in middle school, and continued to be called that even as an adult. What? A nickname? Brian may look slim now, but when he was in middle school, he was a bit more on the chubby side, and due to that, he looked older than he actually was. Plus, his family was pretty well off, so he got a larger allowance than the other kids around him. which led him to being called CEO by everyone. You're lying. There's no way that's true. Do you think I would be stupid enough to fall for something like that? You definitely misunderstood his friends, and now you've convinced yourself of this lie. I can't believe this is happening. We moved to a luxury apartment. Okay, you know what? You should go check his bank account and see for yourself. Or you could ask him yourself, then you'll know the truth.
This is the worst. Lindsay started attacking me out of nowhere. Even my parents never laid their hands on me before.
How unfortunate, but it's all because she had a huge misunderstanding about something relating to you. You should forgive your adorable wife for the small bump in your marriage.
Don't be stupid. I never told her a single lie. Just because she misunderstood something on her own, and now I'm getting called a liar. This is so unfair.
Yeah, but you also contributed to her misunderstanding. You were the one who decided to move to an apartment that has rent of $2,000 a month. You barely have anything saved in your account, and considering you don't have a job...
That's because I tried my best to convince the real estate agents to let me. I was really worried that they would reject us. Lindsay told me that I could do it, and she seemed really ecstatic about the apartment, so I just had to get it for her.
So you forced your way through into renting the place.
I had to get on my knees and beg for this. I even signed a contract stating that the moment we were unable to afford the rent, we'd move out immediately.
You signed a contract?
I had to, or else they wouldn't let me rent the place. Plus, my pride was on the line here. There was no way I could forgive myself for letting down my woman. Plus, I figured that if I get lucky with being able to live here, I could also find a good job to continue paying for it.
You're kidding, right?
I've been told that good shoes take you to good places. So by that logic, living in a good home, give me a good job.
So, did you find a good job then?
No, I'm not. Anybody who looks at my resume thinks I'm lying. My lack of experience and my address written on there don't add up to them. They flat out tell me that they can't trust someone who isn't being blunt about their situation.
So your address is the source of your unluckiness. Well then, good luck on preparing to move. I'm sure you guys will be forced out by the owner soon. Give me back that $5,000. I demand that you hand over the money this instant. I don't want to. Why would I do that? Because that's the decent thing to do. This all happened due to a misunderstanding. I only handed you that money because I thought I was gonna marry a CEO. But seeing he's jobless, there was no reason for me to hand you all that money. Even if it was a misunderstanding, cheating is still cheating. You guys decided to commit adultery, and I was just doing as you guys asked and got a divorce. You aren't getting that money back. Don't be acting tough now, little girl. You were just a sore loser who I picked on. If I say that you have to give me back that money, you will give me back that money. You will regret it if you continue to disobey me. That does sound rather scary. You remember my older brother, don't you? The famous delinquent of our town? I can just ask him to go over and beat you up until you decide to listen. You'll be unrecognizable once he's done. There you go again. Bring your brother into this again. You haven't changed a single bit. That's how you got me scared enough to endure you bullying me in middle school. You haven't changed from that loser personality either, though. That's why your husband is jobless and leeching off of you. Maybe so, but I have worked hard for myself. As you can see, I'm standing up for myself like I couldn't in middle school. Are you trying to go against me? Even a loser like me can work hard enough and get to a better position. You can have your brother beat me up if you want, but don't regret everything afterwards. If that happens, I'll just have your brother be fired immediately. What? As the CEO of my company, I can fire him easily. So if you can handle that weight on your shoulders, then go for it. What? Wait. You're the CEO of the company my brother works at? Yeah, I took over the family business, and your brother is one of my employees. It's such a friendly environment, and I talk to your brother a lot. Really? He told me just recently that he's getting married. Your favorite brother is getting married. He was so excited to tell me that he finally gets to marry his long-term girlfriend. You're kidding. You even know about him getting married? Your precious brother is getting married, so you decided to as well, I'm guessing. But starting off from square one with getting a boyfriend was too much work, so you decided to be a homewrecker and steal the husband of a girl you used to bully. Well, you see, I feel bad for your brother. He became a proper man, planning to get married, have a fancy wedding, and get enough money to get a nice house for his wife. Yet, all that will become impossible if he gets fired for harming his boss. Wait, stop! I won't do anything like that. So please, don't fire my brother. Don't tell my brother anything about me either. Well, too late now. You won't listen to a word I say. Huh? Well, you committed adultery with my husband and still ask for the consultation money back. Even when I said I don't want to, you persist. So obviously I'm gonna need another person to intervene. You would listen to your own family, right? What? No! Stop! Our conversations aren't aligning, so I figured I should ask your brother, who's in the wrong. If he says that I should give you the money back, then I will. I'm serious. Stop. You don't have to give me the money back. Just keep it. So please don't say anything to my brother. I gotta get back to work now. My break's ending soon. Wait! Oh, your brother walked into the break room. What perfect timing. I'm gonna go ask him. Talk to you later. Stop! Please, anything but that. After Lindsay's brother heard about the entire situation, she was thoroughly lectured and also got beaten up by her brother. With her face all battered and bruised, she came to me crying for forgiveness. She got kicked out by her own family, and her brother demanded that she never return. He told all his friends that if they see her, they have his permission to kick her out of town. Her own former delinquent brother turned back on her. As for my ex-husband, Brian, he seems to have no luck finding any work, eventually becoming homeless. He seems to be hanging on to the memories of the luxury apartment he got forced out of, as he stays at a park nearby.